Window tint can be a biggest pain in the ass, but it looks so much better with all the tint removed. I talked about the carpet either earlier in this video or in a different video. Looks like they used some sort of like felt and some sort of glue, but this is what I was talking about with the carpet. They just have it like, I don't know if they used like a spray adhesive and it kind of left some here. Luckily it's not that bad, but kind of an interesting choice for what they used for carpet. But I'm gonna start yanking all this out and I'm gonna get the rear panels and also the rear seats out as well. The first part of the video right there, just some real small clips of what I was working on the last day I was outside. Window tint was kind of a pain, got all of it removed. Love the way the car looks. Put on a pillar here that my friend Jaime gave me, cleaned up there. Removed the carpet, all of the rear interior as well. Just trying to get it ready for where I want it to be. I installed my energy hub and quick release along with an old Momo that I had, got the horn working, so now I can get it titled over to my name. I installed a cluster, an automatic cluster, which is perfectly fine, everything works great. Just wanted the tack, got rid of the autometer tack, pulled the boost gauge out. Right now I pulled the gauge cluster cover surround so I could get to the cluster, and the vent over here was broken, so I'm sitting in the garage and I'm gluing that back together with the cover as well, so that's why it's sitting out there. But I'm gonna move along and get some other stuff worked on today. What's up, guys? Today we're gonna work on the coupe and getting this exhaust situation resolved. The setup on the coupe hangs extremely low. Unfortunately, the mid pipe was flipped upside down and then the whole thing was welded together to the header. We're just going to remove it as an entire unit, at least the front part, and then unbolt the back and get this replaced with a different setup today. And here's that old setup. The header is in solid shape. Fortunately, it's welded to the flex pipe right there and then welded to the cat. They didn't use any sort of flanges, and then welded to this mid pipe. I guess it's the first section of the catback. I think that's actually the mid pipe. But they had this one upside down, which is the reason it hung so low. These hangers actually come from the top and go down and stick out like that. So that way when the exhaust hangers are there, it keeps it nice and tucked, but unfortunately that was flipped up, and that's what was causing the midsection to sit so low. So this part actually isn't bad. The muffler sounded solid. It's actually not bad sounding setup at all. We pull the new one out and see if we can get most of that installed. All right, so here's the new setup. I just kind of put up here to check length. I think it'll be okay. I'm gonna use this Greddy header that I got off a parts car a long time ago. Finally gonna get a chance to use it. I had a telescopic test pipe, which is nice because if I need to make it a little bit longer, shorter, I can do so and then get it welded up. Here's that first piece where you can see how I was talking about the hangers being flipped around. That's what keeps it tucked really nicely under the car. Mid pipe and the axle back. The axle back muffler comes with silencer. We're gonna install it as is for now. But my plan is to I have this Buddy Club Pro Spec axle back that I don't know if it's long enough. It may or may not be, depending on how far the tip sticks out. So I may have them either just cut some of this piece and like modify this part or the front. I'm not sure yet, but I'll probably take it to a muffler shop and do that just because I don't have the capability to weld it that cleanly and I want it to be as nice as possible there. First, I'm just going to change over some new studs for the exhaust manifold part, and let me start getting all this bolted up. I think it should potentially just bolt up as is. Alright, so we got the new header on, all the new hardware installed. This Greddy header fits fantastic. Snug right under the bottom of the oil pan. Full clearance. It actually looks like it sits higher than the oil pan, so really nice fitting 421 header. The test pipe fit perfectly with the header and the Catback exhaust. I'm happy about that. Now I can weld it up on both of those joints. That'll probably weld myself because it's not something you're going to be visible. They won't look as pretty, but they'll get the job done. But the rest of the exhaust, as you can see, it's now sitting tucked up way better than that other one. Let me slide up here a little bit. You can see that it looks like it's hanging a little low right there on this corner, but it's not bad at all. It's maybe like an inch lower than the body of the car. It's where it needs to be. And here at the back with the muffler, I was able to utilize there's another exhaust hanger. Let me see if it focuses. It's right here. I was able to utilize that and keep it in place, and the exhaust is now sitting in here really well. And in terms of the alignment of the rear, you know, it's a little crooked, but that's not a big deal. We're gonna get this muffler removed, have them center that buddy club. And when looking at it, this one looked longer than the buddy club, so I may just have them cut this and cut the buddy club muffler off. I wanted to retain the original buddy club axle back, but if I just have to do that instead, that'll work. Won't be that big of a deal. So I'm gonna get this thing fired up. I'm gonna leave the silencer in just for the moment so we can get a sound clip of it. Then I'll remove it, and we're gonna see if there's any leaks anywhere that we need to maybe tighten something up. The exhaust manifold gasket was reused. It was the one that came with the header. Hopefully there's no leaks there, but let's find out. And there was a small sound clip of it. Here's a look at how low it hangs. It's really not an issue at all anymore. I'm happy with it. See if we can get that buddy club rear section welded on soon, and I'll get some more sound clips in the future. Got another piece knocked out on the coupe. Got one step closer to getting it ready for some laps. That wraps it up for the exhaust video today. Just wanted to get that situation taken care of. Sorry I wasn't able to get maybe some driving footage or at least some outside exhaust clips. I always like making those. Car's just not ready to be driven yet, nor is it registered or insured, so I'm not ready to take it out from behind my house. I just wanted to get some of these items situated. But I'll try to make another video. I'm gonna throw this exhaust on there. This one will bolt right up to the piping. This one did sound better initially, so if that one sounds better, I'm gonna keep this axle back, and that one I'll hack off the muffler and get the buddy club put onto that piece. I also have this badass header by Jack Spanier Racing. This is 4-2 to 1 3-inch exit V-band with a turn down. Of course, we could extend the muffler, the piping, to have it part of the exhaust system as well. Maybe I'll just make a video with all the different exhaust clips, and I'm gonna make a video of this essentially on its own. I'm not sure if we'll have this on for the track, the first track day, or we'll have a muffler on instead, but I'm gonna make a video on that on its own. But when we get there, hopefully that should be pretty cool. Might sound pretty mean on track, but we'll see. Give me some options to go with depending on what I'm using the car for that day. Thanks for checking the video out today, guys. We will see you soon. Take care.